Now let's go and track down Bob Law, who's going to be talking about all things TaZza Coffee.
Bob, thank you so much for letting us record our latest episode of SDTV here at TaZza Coffee. Now, for people who, perhaps like us, didn't know much about TaZza Coffee before and the history, can you tell us a bit more about it?
We opened in December the 12th, 5 years ago, and we celebrated our first birthday, obviously our 5th birthday in December. We are owned by church. Not many people know that because we don't make a big song and dance about it. But the church owns this building. They've got the church office on the top floor, and the vision and the idea behind TaZza was to be a bridge into the community.
Is this what makes TaZza so much more than just a coffee shop in Sutton?
I believe so. We are all about community. We're all about building relationships. We want to know our customers. I know the majority of my regular customers, I know their names and I know their drinks. They feel valued as they walk in here because I pour their drinks for them as they walk in. They're not allowed to change their mind. That's what they get. They're not allowed. But over the years, we've been building relationships with members of this community. That was part of the vision. We didn't build relationships with people we thought we would do, but actually the people we now connect with is far greater than we'd ever imagined. We have Sutton Carers Centre around the corner. For our 5th birthday, I decided to celebrate the fact and dressed as a dame for the day. I did say that I would only do it if we raised £200. I raised over £500. That's how much my customers want to see me make a complete fool of myself. We did a cake sale for St Raphael's. We raised over £800 for St Raph's. We raised money by a raffle for Children's Trust. We're all about community. Since then, we have got connections with Uplift, which is promoting health and well-being in Sutton. They meet here every Tuesday. It's a drop-in. People come and go as they feel. They want to be part of TaZza. They like what we're doing. We also have the Circle of Friends. They meet here every Wednesday. And there's a support group for people in the community that need help and guidance and encouragement. Again, that's happened by default. We didn't look for it, it just happened. We also, because we're about community, we run marriage courses here to help people to enrich their marriages. We run alpha courses here. The other thing we also do, which not many people know about, is that as is a church office, on our first floor we are a CAP centre, which is Christians Against Poverty. Christians Against Poverty are there to help people who are in debt crisis. They help people out of debt crisis. We run money management courses. People come along and just work out ways to budget. And we also run a job club every 3 months.
Okay, so is the vision that you started with the same as it is today, or has it had to evolve over time?
It's naturally evolved. When we started, we didn't have a reputation. People didn't know who we were. We had an idea, we wanted to go down that path, and we tried to make connections with people. It didn't seem to work because we had no credibility. But now, people are seeing what we do, they understand our vision and our purpose, and want to get involved. The local police and councillors in Sutton have all said that since we've opened, TaZza has brought a different dynamic and energy to this end of the high street. Now that's got to be positive. That wasn't deliberate, that's just happened. One of the things we wanted to do, though, was to rename this area outside TaZza as TaZza Square. That's our vision. We want people to think, oh, I'll meet you at TaZza Square. I mean, it's silly, but it just raises our profile. We are about community. We're about building key relationships. One thing that I'm really surprised about is that our regular customers, they come in, we know them, they know us. If they don't come in, we're concerned about them. So we'll actually ring up and make sure they're okay, because we're concerned about their welfare and well-being. I don't care. We're about building community. We're not necessarily focused on making a profit. Profit is secondary. Relationships is primary.
From your point of view, Bob, do you think community organisations such as TaZza play a big part in saving the high street?
Undoubtedly. I think too often coffee shops and other organisations are about making a profit. That's great. You need to make money to exist, but community is the core. That is the core of how we develop. And I think you've got to develop community. And I'm very proud of the fact that we have got an amazing reputation in this high street. People love what we're trying to do. They like my shirts, they like my staff. It's fun.
Bob, I definitely have shirt envy. I wish I could pull off something as cool as that. Thank you for being our guest, and a huge thank you to all our guests here on another episode of SVTV. We hope you enjoyed it.
Keep up to date with all the latest news, views and opinions at suttonvoice.co.uk.
You can also like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.